Hey guys, how's it going? So, the House passes the Safe Banking Act, and it's one step closer to legalization. So, I'm gonna play the video and then I'll talk more about it.
Slow for advocates out there, but progress nonetheless in terms of reform at a federal level for marijuana. For the fourth time, we saw the Safe Banking Act, which would allow businesses in the cannabis space to access traditional financing, as well as make some tweaks there, passed the House for the fourth time by an overwhelming vote this time. And for more on that and the progress we're seeing in Congress, I want to bring on the co-chair of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus, Representative Earl Blumenauer, joins us representing the state of Oregon. And Congressman, good to be chatting here alongside. I want to bring in Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith with us as well. And Congressman, talk to me about what this means, because we've been talking about the Safe Banking Act for years now in the way that it's been passed in the House, but all the progress has been stalled in the Senate when it was Republican controlled. How is it looking now with Democrats in charge?
It's a difference between night and day. I mean, we had more progress in the last Congress than ever before with the MORE Act, with my research bill, with the Safe Banking Act, but it all went to Mitch McConnell's hospice in the Senate. Now we are in an entirely different dynamic. We have a Senate that Majority Leader Schumer is on board and strongly supportive. The other lead for the MORE Act and legalization is Ron Wyden, the chair of the Finance Committee, my fellow Oregonian, and Cory Booker, who's been a partner for years. So having those three people, and the fact that this is not going to be bottled up, they'll have an opportunity to be dealing with the legislative process. What you saw yesterday in the House, again, with over 300 votes, a strong bipartisan. If it gets to the floor, it'll pass. And I think that's likewise what will happen with research and ultimately with legalization. I mean, you've watched this last year result in a tidal wave. We've had more states.
Off there, I'm not gonna play the whole video. You guys can watch the video yourself. But it passed, so that's one step closer to the Safe Banking Act. Now companies in the U.S. can take out loans. Will they get listed? Will be able to list on the New York Stock Exchange? I don't think so. But at least the banks can start working with some of the MJ companies. This could be a positive catalyst for certain MJ companies where the bank would, seize their asset, take the asset if they fail to make their payments. So it is a very positive movement going forward, that banks can now take loans to help their growth, take on debt. Bank debt is better than investor debt in my opinion. And then maybe some of the investors will have to lower their interest rates because there's banks now that will offer more competitive rates than what these investors are charging at. So they could use bank debt to pay back some of their investor debt and lower the interest rate. That is a big possibility. Or they can renegotiate with the investors to lower the interest rates. So this is very positive movement going forward. Will this affect the Canadian companies? Rich people affect the Canadian companies. So rich people ultimately have the say of where the stock's price go, not retail investors. That is my opinion. So as long as rich people feel like pumping the stock, they won't go up. I'm telling you guys, retail investors don't move MJ stocks. It's rich people. So the MJ sector right now is like on a decline. Unless rich people come in and decide to pump it up, it's going to keep declining and declining and declining. Just call this a blessing and look for your most high conviction MJ plays and buy it. So if you believe that Aurora, Afria, or Tilray is a good deal and you are, eventually it'll go back up with the legalization of MJ, then buy it. But I still think that there's more room to the downside. I think rich people are going to keep pulling their money out and shorting the stock, bringing it down as much as possible, and then when it gets to the bottom, then they'll start pumping it up again for the for maybe a possible catalyst of legalization in the United States. And then when that happens, they're gonna dump it again, and they're gonna pump it. Stocks are pumps and dumps by rich people. That's how they make money. Is it illegal? Well, pump and dumps is supposedly illegal, but rich people do it anyway. So, so yeah, MJ stocks are pump and dumps by rich people. That's just the reality of it. So yeah. Anyways, moving forward, there's this anime that I'm watching. It's really funny. So it's basically it's like kind of like Sword Art Online, but this guy goes into a game that is super realistic, and he starts off the game by killing his best friend by accident, and then this chick right here gets all pissed off and is hunting him down, trying to kill him. And you know, this game is like super hardcore and super crazy, and in order to progress through the game, you actually have to be physically like good in real life. Like you would need to know how to fight in real life or martial arts or something, because whatever ability you have is like, as a regular person, is translated into the game. So this is like a super hardcore virtual reality MMO that has very little players because the game is so hard that nobody plays it. And this guy right here got tricked into playing the game. It's freaking hilarious, freaking funny. It's one of my favorite shows of this anime season. Definitely recommend it if you want something good to watch. I got hooked and I got pissed off that it ended after episode 2, because I really wanted to watch episode 3. I have to wait 14 hours for them to release episode 3, and you know, really pissing me off, and I really want to watch the next episode. Damn it. If you know, this is a really good show. I really recommend it. It's hilarious, it's good, it's interesting, everything you want in a good show. Very good anime. Watch one episode. If you're not hooked after one episode, you are crazy. Anyways, the market right now is green slightly. SPY is down a little bit. Nasdaq is down a little bit. Not too much to say about that. Markets are a little bit volatile. High Tide, like I said, High Tide is the best Canadian company that has the biggest exposure to the MJ sector. And when legalization happens in the United States, High Tide has already established themselves as a really good player in the US market. That's why I'm so bullish on it. I don't move the stock price at the end of the day. Big money moves the stock price at the end of the day. So if Big Money wants to dump this thing to 50 cents, I will buy it. If Big Money wants to pump it, then I will leave it alone, because I have my position in High Tide. I'm holding this thing until the legalization of the United States. And also I want to follow this company religiously, because I want to see where the company progresses in the future, how the business progresses. I don't care about the stock price. Stock price will move up and down on whatever Big Money wants to pump and dump. So if Big Money wants a thing that takes this thing to 50 cents, I will be a buyer. I will be happy to buy this thing at 50 cents. So we'll see what happens, where the stock price goes, but definitely be a big buyer at 50 cents. So we'll see what happens. I think it will go to 50 cents. Might take a week, might take a month, but I think eventually we will see this thing at 50 cents, especially if the MJ sector continues to sell off like Aurora. If Aurora goes back down to like $4, High Tide is probably going to go down to 50 cents. I can almost guarantee it. If it doesn't, I'm going to load the boat up on Aurora at $4. So we'll see what happens though. But I'll definitely buy some Aurora at $4. We'll see where Big Money pushes the stock price. I'm telling you guys, retail investors don't move stocks hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. Big money does. And I'm always going to stick to that story because I think that's 100% true. Because there's too many stocks out there for retail investors to push it up. Like Canopy to be pushed up $1 is like $350 million. Aphria, $1 is like another $350 million. Tilray, $1 is $350 million. That's a lot of money for retail investors to push up all at once because they all trade the same. If Aurora falls, Canopy falls. If Village Farms falls, Aurora falls. If Aphria falls, Canopy falls. They all trade the same. All rich people move the stock. Right now they want to push the stock down further, so I'm not going to stop them. I'm just going to buy when I see a really good price, and right now it's okay. I think it can go down further. I'm hoping it goes down further, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.